It starts with a nod. I told you my thoughts, all those boiled up memories that swelled in my heart. It ends and is lost. You told me your thoughts. I'm just a harmless child with no room to talk. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. I was taught to be stronger, raised to have no fear. So I didn't know what to tell you when the depression started that year. And you raised me well. I've never been one to give up. I never wanted to be that girl. But all these hopeless months have made me grow bitter. So I thought I'd write you this little song. It seems nothing wants to get better. Here's this to you, the start to my little suicide letter. The days go by slowly. Desperation leaks through this smile. But perhaps you haven't noticed. I mean, have you ever? I must be like all the others. My pain isn't real. All I really want is attention. Isn't that right, father and mother? What do I have to do to make you believe? Kill myself so you'll finally see? Go ahead, make me your martyr. I mean far more to you dead than I could have ever while I breathe. I've never been one to give up. I never wanted to be that girl. But all these hopeless days have caused my heart to grow bitter. So I sing you this song because nothing will ever get better. Here's to you, my little scribbled up suicide letter. I'm sorry, I'm not perfect. I'm sorry, I know you've had enough. Sorry I couldn't be your little angel forever. And I'm sorry when I say I've given up, because I never wanted to be that girl. I never wanted to be such a failure. But all these days have made me grow bitter. So, I'm sorry things just couldn't get better. And I'm so sorry you were the parents who had to read this little crumpled up suicide letter. Okay, stop. Here's the part where I stop you before you think that's a real suicide letter. It's not what you think. So as you know, I write emotional things when I'm having a bad time. And I actually wrote this a few years ago when I was going through a really bad time. I've never actually been one to contemplate suicide. All this was pretty much me putting my everything, all of my thoughts and frustrations into a sort of poem that kind of reflected how I felt. So no, don't worry, it's not a suicide letter for real, and please do not use it as one, because all this was meant to be is emotions pouring out to say how I feel. I actually haven't really shared this too often. I think DeviantArt's about the only place, and that's because I've been afraid of what people are going to think. I'm afraid people are going to think it's a real suicide letter. They're like, oh, Katie, no, don't go commit suicide. And, you know, that's very good things to have. If you ever think, even just a tiny bit, that there's a chance somebody might be going through that or thinking about it or contemplating it, you should definitely say something or do something. But that's why I'm adding this, just to let you know that's not what this is. This is just a poem that I wrote. And if you want to talk about it, if you want to talk to me about it, say anything, go for it. I'd love to talk to you about it, but just wanted to put that little cautionary note at the end that this is not a real suicide letter. Okay, bye.